here we are. Got a book going, got a channel going as we're making videos, and I'm learning as I go. I'm putting music to it, dropping a little poetry, and that's, I think, was my main goal, was to just do some thoughts. And my main goal that I wanted to do with this channel is start to incorporate how I've survived this long. We've all been through life. Me, I'm just making videos about it, and I'm really thinking that people are gonna start to relate. So far, I've only got four people subscribed and following the channel, but I think that's gonna grow. It's not a purpose of making money. It might turn into that one day, but right now it's at this early stage of growth, and I'm not afraid to make any mistakes. I'm just learning as I go, and that's the editing process. I was talking to my buddy last night, and I said, success is messy. It takes a while. Anybody who's ever gotten anything down and almost perfected it has failed so many times. Perfection is not real, but for it to go smooth, whether it's public speaking or talking about your life or stories, you gotta get in there and dig that hole before you can get in it and then get out of it. So as I've been finding my niche, recording the sky, learning how my camera works, and how to fast forward and doing clouds and stuff, I never did that before. But now it's starting to do that little flow thing. And I just want to stop, and I just want to say, I'm about to turn it up a notch, and we're gonna dive in. So tonight is just kind of like the first video of just me saying to my son Sebastian and his family that I miss Sebastian. I kind of stopped fighting. No one really knows an explanation of what I've gone through. I used to be angry. It was just a control issue. I had no control. I didn't know what that was. I have a better understanding. I don't say that I know exactly what it is, but I have a better understanding that love is peaceful and quiet and patient. And I love my son. I love his mom, not romantically, but I never got a chance. I never got a chance to sit there and say that I never understood what I'd put anybody through, and it took years. It took years for that. But now I can talk about it right from my heart, and I can sit there and say that none of us are perfect. We're all just doing the best we can with what we got. And that's what this channel is starting to do. It's gonna formulate, and it's already turning into something that's tapping into my creative side. Not only can I write, do poetry, and paint, I realized I can put all that together into a video. And I think it's about to go somewhere as I'm learning to edit. So that's it. That's it right there for the beginning. We're jumping off. My heart's really full. I'm thankful that I've reconnected with friends that I haven't talked to in years. The stars are aligning. God's good. And I'm just kind of rolling with it. I took a trip and I went down to Ouray, Colorado, and then I went up to see my buddy in Grand Junction, Dr. Ben. And when I was in Ouray, Colorado, just unexpectedly stopped off at this brewery to eat lunch. I can sit at a brewery and eat lunch without drinking today. Tomorrow, I don't know. I don't think I will, but right now I'm not. And that's the power in the moment right there. I don't have a desire. So that's powerful. So when I stopped at this hotel, I started talking with this gal named Colleen. And she had told me her and her husband had moved around, did seasonal work. And I said, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is I'm trying to find my way. Is that the world has got me shooken up just a tad. Like, it really hit me when I moved to Ohio, that I was unsettled, that I wasn't ready. I'd left one of my strongest foundation points and moved to a place where I didn't know anybody. Yeah, did I join CVMA there? Yeah. Did it work out? Nope. I turned my patch in. I got along with everybody, but I didn't slide in there. The main thing is that I could sit here and say it's because they're drinkers and I'm not, because that's not true. I'll always probably want to do that. It's whether I act on it or not is what I take day by day. But the truth is that sliding into a situation like that, I've always had this thing of wanting to be wanted and feeling like I need to fit in. And I think that's one thing that everybody's going to relate to. We all want to be accepted and fit in. So we do the craziest shit, put ourselves in danger other people, just so that we're accepted. I know that's true because my friends are crazy. They used to jump off balconies into trees. I don't think they do it anymore because they have families now. But they just had no fear. And I don't think for them it was about acceptance. They were just wild. Me, I was just trying to fit in. I was afraid to do that stuff. And my whole life has been driven by fear. I've lost some friends, and I don't know if I terminally lost them, but when I was intoxicated, I just didn't know how to formulate that my heart was hurt, that I'd feel like I wasn't accepted or blah, blah, blah. It was all this stuff in the past that I'd never dealt with. And the thing was, I'd messed up some relationships and now they're not really there. And I understand, and I don't push it anymore. But the people that are in my life, I'm very thankful for that. And that's what this video stuff is kind of like. It's not like vlog blogs. I'm not going to talk about politics. Just wait, yeah, you know what? 1 second, I'm going to say, you know what I'm on the side of? Truth. And the news never tells the truth. So whatever they're putting on the TV, I ain't buying it. Okay, now back to the other thing. Now that we got that out of the way. I love you guys. And I'm glad that I'm in a spot where I can talk about this because I'm centered. I'm aligned. I'm focused. And I'm connected with that part of me that's not afraid to talk about mistakes, because I do not care about being accepted. Because one thing that is very clear over my life at this moment, I know exactly who my friends and family are. And it's bigger than I ever imagined. And I never had a number count, but I used to hang out with people who didn't really care about me. I used to not care about them. I got a whole history of just grabbing and taking and living out of my car, sleeping on your couch, taking the booze, taking your clothes, taking movies, taking food. And I was so embarrassed by all that because I got caught many times, but my friends were so cool. They just said, oh, that's just Chad. And then over a while, that's not too cool when you get older. Then you're not really trusted. Well, I decided to not live like that anymore because that's just not the way to live. And my buddy told me last night, the A-Ross, the Rad Ross, he said, I just want to see you tap into your potential, bro. That's all I want to see. I love you. He said, I looked up to you, whatever. They were younger. I look up to people who are younger than me who hold it down. But he just said some cool things that hit my heart. And that's where I want to be at, is growing with people who are growing. Because I don't think you ever plateau when you're doing the work on success. And watching these guys work hard and be rewarded in their lives now, I feel that because I don't have anything to show except for wreckage. I mean, I've made some strides over the last 5-6 years, and I've come a long way. It's not based off material, but I want to take this and start improving the lives of others by talking about what I did and didn't do and what I'm not doing now and what I'm doing now. So I want to thank you guys for listening to this video. This is just a little explanation of what's coming. I'm not going to make this a 10-minute sappy jump into it deal. I'm going to, as it comes along, I'll do it. But, man, with the way the world is and the instability, when you turn all that TV off and you sit in a room like this and it's quiet, this kind of video thing is I'm going to formulate my thoughts and my timeline of my life, my military, how that ended, and I felt like I was just nothing after that. And I operate around a few people in my life that I learned that they don't really hang out with me unless there's success there. Like, that's not love. It's like, Unless if I'm not doing good, they're not really there. If I'm struggling, then I don't know if I want him over here or whatever that used to be like. I realize that's not love. Love, that unconditional love is like, love you when you're down. It's like, don't tell someone to get over it. Help them get through it. I think I still have that picture. Maybe I can post it right here with the kids holding a younger kid's hand. And I believe that's what we're called to do. It's scary because there was a lot of people that I was afraid of when I was younger. I was like, man, they're messed up. I didn't see where I was at. I might not have been to the level of pain yet, but I was afraid of reaching out to people. I was afraid of helping people. I was afraid of sitting down. Now, I can go up and talk to anybody on the street. I do it. Strangers anywhere. I was just in Durango, and this is a rad story. I'm in there getting coffee, which I shouldn't be drinking because my stomach freaking sucks. But coffee's rad, and I just Chad rad, just that's the way it goes. Decaf? No way. Not in my book. Not on my watch. Nope. Wait, where was I? Oh yeah, Durango. See, that's what decaf does to you. It pulls you away from the truth. Anyways, I walk getting coffee and I'm getting ready to split and hit up into the pass, which it was snowing. I got the video of it. I think I made one already, but I still have the footage. It was gnarly going up that thing to Ouray, Colorado, up through Durango, Purgatory. And before I did, I was filling up. I was in there getting coffee. This guy walks in and I'm sitting here. I got my coffee right here. I notice out of my peripheral that this dude walks in and he just turns his whole body and he's just looking at me and I could see it. I'm like, before my mind would click in and be like, what are you looking at? Or just want to get irritated. But I looked over and I was like, what's up, dude? You good? And he smiled and he didn't have any teeth.
You're not
He
my
had two teeth over here, but his front teeth were gone. He's like, oh yeah, brother, I'm good. And I said, can I buy you some coffee, man? Some gas? He said, really? And I said, yeah, man, I got you. I looked out and he's in this beat up camper. And I'm like, this thing's that probably filled up on 50 gallons. But then I saw it was a Toyota truck and I was like, whew, that would have been an expensive commitment right there. We only put $20 in. We bought him a cup of coffee. He thought I was somebody else. He thought I've gotten Kiefer Sutherland. My buddy says Richard Dreyfuss, but I think he's, I don't know what he's doing when he says that to me. I used to get irritated, but I can't. That's a reflection of how he thinks I look like. That's on him. It's got nothing to do with me. I don't look like Richard Dreyfuss. It don't make me mad. That's not me.
Oh my God!
Love you, track. How can we do the 8s? The 8 tracks? Anyways, gosh, that guy says some weird stuff. But see what decaf does to you? Oh man. Anyways, where were we? Okay, we got to wrap this up now. So before I hit that trip, I was able to just be there, be present, do things like that, and I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. And my response was exactly as it should have been, like turn over and be like, what's up, dude? It's kind of like, hey, and saying, what's on your mind? What are you thinking of? What's up, man? Talk to me. Let's chat about it. Let's chat about it. All right, that's enough out of me. Thanks for watching.
Bitch, if you want a burger,
Bitch, a burger?
eat a burger. Bitch, if you want a french fry,
Bitch, a french
eat a french fry.